So this is the CPO marble launcher. We're going to be using this in our Projectile Lab. The CPO marble launcher allows us to spring launch a marble. It allows us to do it with precision. In other words, we can repeat it and it'll do the same thing every time. Okay? There's two things we can change on this. One thing we can change on this is the spring, how much force we can have. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positions on here. Position 1 is not a lot of force. Position 6 is a lot of force. We can change the angle. We can go all the way from 90 to 0 degrees. Okay? So what we're going to be testing is the angle. All right? So when we set this up, we're going to set the spring on position 3 every time. That's going to be a constant. Another constant, hold on, wait right there. Is the marble we're using. We're going to be using the same marble each time. We don't want those to change. So the marble and the amount of force is not going to change. What we are going to change is we are going to change the angle. What we want to find out is at what angle is this going to launch the marble in the air the farthest before it lands. Okay? Not how far it rolls or bounces, just how far it goes in the air before it touches the ground there. Okay? So, we are going to change the angle. That is our manipulated or independent variable. Okay? So we're going to change the angle. Because we change the angle, the distance is going to change. So that is our dependent or responding variable is distance. Okay? So, let's look at this real quick here. So, if we launch this at 90 degrees straight up, all the force is going to be vertical. It's all vertical, no horizontal. But if we put it at 0 degrees, like this, it is all going to be horizontal, no vertical. However, if we put it at some angle in between, we are going to get a mixture of horizontal and vertical forces. So, I want you to make a prediction. At what angle do you think it will launch the marble the most? We're not going to do 90, we're going to go to 80. Okay, we're going to start at 80. 80 degrees. 70 degrees. 60 degrees. 50 degrees. 40 degrees. I bet you know what's coming next. That's right. 30 degrees. 20 degrees. 10 degrees. And of course, 0 degrees. Now at each one of those angles, we're going to fire it 3 times and take the average. That's because more data is better. Okay? So remember, we're going to determine the distance in the air before it hits the ground, at what angle is going to shoot it the furthest before it hits the ground. Make your hypothesis. Make your prediction. Go. So here's our setup. We've got our marble launcher right here on the floor, right at that line between the gray and the white tiles. And as you can see, I have a tape measure stretching from there. And so you can see we go 1 meter, 2 meters, 3 meters, 4 meters, 5 meters, and 6 meters. Okay, and so we can read on the tape measure where the ball lands when it goes in the air.